Hello, 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 and welcome back to That Quirky Bird Girl. I'm your host, Steph, and today we will be exploring a bird park together. I'm hearing and seeing so many birds around and in front of me, and I'm excited to share it with you. So, with me, a few things. I have my binoculars, which I believe these are 12 by 50. A lot of people have been asking me about binocular recommendations. We've got some birds chasing each other. So earlier I was hearing some Chestnut Backed Chickadees, which sound almost exactly like black-capped chickadees. But if you were to make them a little bit more, I don't know why the word that's coming up is like masculine. There's a hummingbird right above us. I just saw its flitter in the shadow. Where'd you go? I heard saw some Anna's hummingbirds the other day too. It's right above us. Where are you at? Oh, hawk. There's a hawk. Earlier I was seeing red-tailed hawks as well, which if you've never seen a red-tailed hawk, they're absolutely beautiful. One of the more common hawks that you can see, actually. Okay, where is this hummingbird? This is so gonna bother me not seeing it, because I keep seeing its shadow. Oh, there it is! I found it! Okay, so it is actually right behind us on this tree right here. Let's see. She's fluttering around. You can hear the... It almost sounds like air being like passed through, but like very, very, very quickly. Oh, and here are two birds. They're just dancing together. Oh, so beautiful. Where'd they go? This one's really small though. I wonder if that one's the Allens, because I noticed that Anna's hummingbirds are like pretty big. I don't know, like that. I'll have to look at the size differentials. I think that's one thing that makes this exciting, because I'll have things to go back and research about for the different birds that we're seeing today. But I have seen, I think, a violet green swallow. I'm still debating. It has to pass by again for me to be able to confirm, but it had white underparts. It's the only swift or swallow reported. Oh, I think I see an American robin. I love American robins this time of year. They're beautiful. I talk about their sexual dimorphism probably more than people even want to hear about, but I just think it's such a cool fact about them that even though you can experience them sort of like in your day-to-day, there's still birds that you can find differentiations amongst and like get excited about. Like when I see a juvenile American robin, it is a good day. It's a good day. And it makes it much better just by being able to be with the birds and experience them and just be like as present as I can. That's an American robin over there. There's house sparrows over there. I hear white-crowned sparrows over that way. There's something behind me that keeps changing call. And there were northern mockingbirds reported here, so I wonder if maybe it's a northern mockingbird, but there's also common ravens that I'm hearing. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's like... It's like such a deep crow, like so different. That's funny. They're not crows, but like that... I don't know why I can't call the crow another song. Oh, here's another bird. All these beautiful calls that you can just like tune into. Oh, the hawk is back. Okay, let's take a look once it clears this. There's a bird right above us too. Oh, there's two hawks. Oh yeah, they're totally red-tailed hawks. Their tails are bright, bright, bright red. And they're also fanned out. That's a really great way that you can tell the differentiation between hawks and red-tailed hawks and other birds is that like fanned out back tail, so it almost look like that. It's so exciting to see. And then they're pretty large birds, I would say. You can also see them in like groups. I've seen them in the largest groups that I've seen has been 4, and that was in the sky, so they were hovering up above and they weren't necessarily like getting down close to me. I actually haven't seen a large group of them all together on the ground before. I've only ever seen one on the ground, but that could just be my experience. That sounds like a northern cardinal, that like the rolling, but there aren't northern cardinals here. And there wouldn't be a northern mockingbird here that's making that call, because they wouldn't. Northern mockingbirds learn the calls from their environment, so it's not like they would just like come prepackaged with those calls in them. It sounds so similar. There's sparrows all around us. being in San Francisco has been so amazing, and the city has been so kind to me, and I've gotten a chance to see so many amazing birds, even like on my walks and just looking around and exploring and noticing the different experiences that I can have. Like when I'm in New York City, I'm more likely to see an American herring gull than I am to see a common raven. But here I'm seeing common ravens and American crows. Like it feels like everywhere. There are just so many of them. I'm seeing hummingbirds at a park. Like, are you kidding me? It's so awesome, and we get to be so like involved and falling in love with the birds and understanding them and respecting them and appreciating them, and it just feels good. It all feels really good. These hummingbirds have been chasing each other. There are 2 hummingbirds and they've just been like whoop, 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 like circling each other. That's been really cool to watch. Like just like the whole experience around birds that you can have is just so shaped by your way of thinking and how you process things, that you can literally cultivate the environment that you want to have in your experience with birds. And that's what I've done. Like I've really focused on the birds and leaning into what I feel like are my strengths, and then also understanding if like I have weaknesses. I know I have weaknesses, but like are there ones that I can learn skills to help support those weaknesses? And if there are, what are those skills that I need to learn? And if there aren't skills that I need to learn, there aren't skills that are going to help me in this area to grow and improve and support myself, then maybe I don't need to learn those skills, or maybe there's a bigger life experience that I have that's out there that's waiting for me that will maybe show me what it is that I'm looking for, as opposed to me having to go out and chase that lesson. And just like allowing it to come to me. So I think like birds can be a really good catalyst for understanding who you are and where you want to be and where you want to be headed. Like for me, something that's really important is just like noticing and paying attention to the birds. And I think for me, like birds are an expression of how I feel about people, but birds came first. So I feel safest with birds, and I feel most excited and most like happy and most like thrilled to be in the company of birds and to be talking about birds. And I'm so lucky that I get to be able to do this online with you all and the community of bird lovers through That Quirky Bird Girl and through this page and through the podcast and through the YouTube and through everything. Like it just feels so special to be able to experience that and to see the birds and share my love and share my passion, but also share how we can support ourselves. You know, I'm someone who's neurodiverse, and I've struggled at a lot of points in my life understanding, as American Robin, who it is and who I am that I want to be, and who I will be shaped into, and how I'll come out of it after all of these life experiences that have been so hard. Like, who am I going to be after all of them? And the answer that I've just consistently come upon is I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to lose my love for people. I don't want to lose my love for birds. I don't want to lose all of these like things that are expression of joy for me. And oftentimes the world moves so fast that it feels like expressing your joy, expressing your excitement, expressing your love, it's almost like it can feel or seem at times like there isn't time for that. But there is absolutely time for that. And it's just about you being the one who gets to decide, oh, it's a female hummingbird, looking at it for so long. So much nectar. Good job, girl. Get it. Okay, one way you can tell males and females from one another in the hummingbird species is by taking a look at their throat. So a lot of hummingbirds will have different color throats. This is only some of them, but it's a great tool if you're on the West Coast. So the male hummingbirds will most often have a bright color, and the females will often lack that. So often they'll be green all over, or they'll be like an orange all over, just kind of, again, like depending on the species that you're looking at. Right now I'm looking at, was that a kite? Oh my gosh. It's like got black and white wingtips. I don't know. The reason why I say all this is because there are a lot of things in life that could make you go bitter and make you go cold and make you feel like the world isn't your oyster catcher, or the world isn't made for you, or the world isn't this or that. And like there are so many reasons why so many people can have different points of struggle and different points of adversity. And you know, we all know that landscape, but I think in the greater picture of it, it's understanding that you can create the life that you want to create. Because I say all of this to say that the world is your oyster catcher. You can create the future that you believe in. You just have to believe in it so radically. And there are times where you may have to pull back from relationships and maybe not share some of the excitement so that you can allow it to grow and really be something that is your own without any sort of interference from people who might tell you that your dreams are too big or that something can't happen in the way that you want it to happen. Or, there are so many reasons why people say you can't do what you dream of, and they can be wrong, and it's up to you to decide whether or not they're wrong and pursue that wholeheartedly with passion, with excitement, with all of these things. And I can't wait to see what you do with it. So I'll be adding a second part to this podcast episode because I'm not done talking about this. But this has been the first half. We're out chirp chasing together, seeing some beautiful birds here in San Francisco. And I will continue to be talking, sharing, loving the birds with you all every step of the way. I've met, like I said earlier in this episode, that I have met some amazing, amazing, amazing people, and that is not going to stop. I'm going to continue meeting amazing people, and I can't wait to share them all with you. So I love you so much. Take one last look for those of you that are on video of the city, and I will see you all very soon. Love you. Hi, I'm back, and I'm back with more birds, hopefully, but I'm sitting in a new area, and I noticed that the hummingbirds kept coming to trees like these, but then I sat down and saw like 3 of these like beautiful bright yellow butterflies that are just like fluttering around, and they're stunning. So I'm gonna sit here for a second, and we're gonna take out my binoculars and see if we can see some cool things that are going on in the sky above us. Oh, these are also plants that hummingbirds love. So here's a fun fact for those of you that maybe haven't experienced hummingbirds as much, but native plants are going to be great for them. Any plants that are going to be like red or purple are going to be ideal. I don't know what the science is behind that, but I know that they are drawn to those colors, and it's the same reason why hummingbird feeders are bright red, because that's just meeting them where they are at, which makes sense. Okay, so here are my binoculars. We're getting them back out again. We had them out earlier. Now they're back. I was reading this morning A Siege of Bitterns. If you haven't read it, by Steve Burrows, check it out. I'm still in the process of reading it, but I will be done very, very soon because I am a fast reader. And we're just going to get started on walking around and see a little bit of what we see. Maybe we'll come across some excited people. You never know what you could see when you start looking, Very cool. Okay, all right, let's do it. All right, so this is where I'm at. Again, I'm in San Francisco, and just exploring the birds with you all lovely people. And again, we're just gonna see what we see and experience it. The video and quality of this video might be a little shaky, so sorry in advance. Oh my gosh, there's a coyote alert sign. What? Okay, that's pretty cool. There's some house sparrows to the right of me, which they're a bird that I talk a lot about here on this page. I was also hearing a woodpecker earlier. Ooh, look at their little baths. They found and made themselves this little like pond. Oh my god, there's a white-crowned sparrow in there too. Do you see it? Okay, so on the right and on the far left, there are they're all sparrows. But there's a female farthest away from us, a male closest to us, and then the one sort of in the middle on the left side is a white-crowned sparrow. And they have a pretty unique call, I would say, in comparison to other sparrows. It's very high-pitched. It's not so sing-songy, I would say. I can't do it, but we'll definitely hear it, or you might be here. I'll point it out. Look at this! Oh my gosh! I wonder if it's gonna focus. Look at that! I have no idea what that is. I don't know what plants are all about, but I do know that I love them. So that's pretty cool. I'm just walking through everyone. Look! Oh, and look at these little red berries! I wonder what eats those. I know northern mockingbirds love berries that look like that on the West Coast. What was that? That sounded like the parakeet. There are rosy-cheeked parakeets here. So I wonder if that may have been it, but it sounded a little... It didn't sound like that. It didn't totally sound like one. Oh, here you go. Here's a few birds on the ground. Oh, House Finches! Wow! Oh, House Finches are sexually dimorphic. And they're over on the ground here. If you see them bouncing around, there's a male and then a female on the left side. And you can tell the difference between these birds because the male has a bright red cap, whereas the female lacks that. So kind of similar to what we see with, well, most birds really, but like we could look at the downy woodpecker, for example, where he has like there we go, where he has a bright red, typically like at the back of his head, and then the female will lack that. She'll be all white throughout, and just a stunning bird in general. So, wow, I was really hearing a lot this morning. Oh my gosh. And also seeing a lot. But I did hear the house finches earlier, but I didn't see them. So what a great opportunity to experience them at this point. Wow. And now we're just walking through. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but I'm at Alamo Park in San Francisco. I know I said the San Francisco part, but I'm really happy to be here. I came to San Francisco a few years ago at a completely different time in my life. I was in a relationship that wasn't necessarily for me. And so I walked away from that. But when I was here, I got the opportunity to plan out a full trip. I was able to decide on a specific restaurant that I wanted to go to, and it felt like a really good experience at the time. And now, so being back here, it just feels very special. Like I'm kind of recreating the environment and the space and what I want it to look like, post such a big life change. But look out there. Oh my gosh. So many mountains. And then we can sit here. I think I'm hearing an American robin. So we'll see if we're... Oh, there's one on the ground too. Oh, y'all, there's so much to see, so much to hear, so much to everything. And we're going to do it together. Okay, so there's a female American robin on the ground over there. I'm looking at this. And wow. There's a gull up there. There were a bunch of greater blackback gulls, except that is not a greater blackback gull. That is a different gull. It's still huge though. Got black tips on its wings, completely white all over. And then there's a jet just passing us by. Wow. There's so many birds to see when you're out in a boat. There are more American robins just hanging out, having fun, enjoying the warmth and the heat in a beautiful, what's getting to be a summer day. Just walked by. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of That Quirky Bird Girl. I had so much fun creating it. I was traveling all throughout San Francisco and wanted to try out a new format and walk a little bit through my lens, and it was so much fun to do it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'm just gonna keep creating, y'all. So if this is your first time on my page, hit that subscribe button. And if it's not, have you gotten your pin yet? If you haven't, get your pin. It is on the link in my bio. And I will also link it down in this video just for ease because I love it. I'll be posting over on Substack and here on YouTube and on my podcast all throughout the week. I've got live streams coming up the wazoo, y'all. And I have been posting on TikTok all about my trip to San Francisco. So if you want to see more of it, check out my TikTok. All right. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.